Hello and good morning. Welcome back to my channel. This is Awaken Healings with Jess. This is going to be a weekly woke message focusing on the new moon in Taurus that we're going to be experiencing on Friday roughly, perhaps even Thursday, sort of depending on where you are in the world, the 22nd to the 23rd of April. So yeah, new moon in Taurus will be entering earth energy. It's a beautiful, nurturing, grounded energy. And we'll also be focusing on the contrast that's happening right now with the global pandemic, particularly here in the United States. So let's just take a moment. Actually, before I get started, I'm being asked to ring the bell. I feel like we need to create harmony here. So let's just take some nice cleansing breaths and just tune in with the vibrational energy of the singing bowl. All right, here we go. All right, great, thank you. Sorry about that. They just told me I need to cleanse the space, charge the air with a tuning vibration to tune us in. All right, so because we are experiencing a new moon in Taurus on Thursday, Friday, the 22nd, 23rd of April, I'm going to be starting off with the Oracle of the Moon Goddess. All right, we're going to pull some cards and see what comes out, and we'll just go from there. I'm going to pull 3 cards. So I feel like three has been a theme today for me with my previous reading. So everything came out in 3s, so I'm still feeling called to follow that pattern. But while I'm shuffling, I hope you all are staying healthy. I hope you all are well. I hope you all are staying grounded amidst the chaos. The chaos is intended, and it is intended to be a test for us. All right, so let's get started. Yeah, all right, first card is Faith reversed. Yeah, this is saying for us to not lose faith, not lose hope in the situation and what's going on right now in our nation and in our environment and in the country and in the world. I mean, this is a big test. This is a huge test for many of us, and I feel like this is definitely coming to a head, particularly with what's happened in the past few days in the United States. We are seeing massive contrast between fear and love, and we are seeing that fear is starting to express itself in the forms of protest, in the forms of people literally wanting to go outside and defy all logic and reason, you know, just to you know, either buck the system or to feel like they have some sort of power, you know, over themselves and over their lives. You know, many of us are feeling powerless, you know, with being told to stay home, not being able to go to work, not able to draw an income, not being able to pay our bills, and so forth and so forth. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. And it's causing many of us to question our faith. But this is a test of our faith. This really is a massive test of our faith. And if you've seen my previous videos for the Weekly Woke, it was all about a spiritual call to arms, right? That many of us are experiencing. Every single one of us here on earth is experiencing that. And it's about how you're going to respond. Are you going to allow fear to bring you down and allow fear to control your life and your decisions and literally play Russian roulette with your health and the health of others? Or are you going to settle in and get grounded and see through the fear and transmute fear into love and choose the high ground and choose to increase your vibrational energy and choose to follow the path of the light and know that this is temporary and know that sheltering in place is for the highest good of yourself and for the highest good of others. Because it's not about you as an individual, it's about all of us as a collective. And what we're seeing with these protests right now is fear being expressed, right? But it's done so from an individualistic point of view, which is going against what the divine had in store for us, what they had planned for us. And this is just showing a split. This is showing a split between the awakened and the unawakened. And those who are not awakened are the ones who are expressing their fear through anxiety and stress, and even starting to incite violence, so to speak. We're coming to that threshold where we're at a tipping point where, the lid's going to start boiling and pop off, and we don't know what that can look like. That could result in violence and hatred and increased divisiveness, right? And the second card that's coming through, and I feel like we need to talk about these together, is abundance coming in reversed. So yeah, many of us are feeling like, we're feeling the pressure. We're feeling the pressure of lack. Again, this is about financial disparity. The unemployment is not coming in for a lot of folks in the United States, which is really sad and unfortunate and should not be happening. And, our stimulus checks, some of us have received them, some of us have not. But this is a time where our faith is being tested, and we are feeling, we are questioning our faith, and we are feeling, lack. We are feeling like we're not prosperous, we're not successful, we're feeling cooped up, we're feeling stressed out, we're feeling caged in. And again, during my morning meditation, I was doing a short shamanic journeying, trying to tap into the energy of what was going on. And my spirit guides showed me a split, a divisiveness between those who are choosing to walk the path of love and empathy and compassion, and those who are just allowing their fear to bring them down. And those who are choosing to live in an energy state of fear, that's a lower vibrational energy. And that's what's being expressed right now, through hate speech, through divisiveness, through protesting, through an energy of individualism. Because all these folks who are out there expressing their fear, all they're thinking about is themselves. They're thinking about their own freedom, their own right to be outside, right? And to risk their health. It's their right to risk their health. Okay, granted, up to a point, but with the way this pandemic is working, if you're out there risking your health, well, then you have to come home. Who else is residing in your household that did not choose to play Russian roulette with their health, right? So that's where it becomes a selfish decision to go out and, go against the health guidelines that's put forth by our state officials, our health department officials, and so forth. These guidelines are set place for a reason, for our highest good, to keep us safe, to save lives. But those who are expressing themselves through a lower vibrational energy, again, it's a selfish point of view, because when they come home, they may inadvertently infect others who chose not to defy the rules, who are choosing to continue social distancing. So again, these are also the folks who, if they do get sick, now they're going to be a drain on resources that are limited. Some may require ICU beds. Some may require ventilators, right? And that's just going to be more test wasted because people want to go outside. People want to feel free, so to speak. And they're doing it from a place of lack of abundance, lack of faith, and just questioning the overall system. Is it for their highest good? But it is. Because sitting in your future position is the card of fruition coming in upright. The sun's going to come out. This is the full moon coming up, shedding light. And I feel like this is intuitive wisdom that's coming through. And, this is, sorry, I'm using my shaman's balls that helps me connect with the energy. Intuition is going to be guiding us. And the message from Spirit is saying, follow your inner guidance. Follow your higher guidance. Don't give in to the lower vibrational energy of fear and stress and anxiety. yes, it's easy to fall prey to lower our vibrational energy and to get caught up in the media hype and the sensationalism, in the fear and the fear mongering that's going on. But you have to keep the higher perspective, in order. This is about us not only thinking about ourselves as individuals, but how our actions will impact the good of others, impact the collective, impact the social network. And this is about us being socially responsible in choosing to continue to social distance, but also leaning and looking towards love, kindness, and compassion to get us through, right? This too shall pass. This is not a forever situation, and I do understand that things are getting tight, things are getting dire, people are getting desperate, and I feel it, I feel the anxiety of everyone that I come into contact with, and, recently I've been sort of tapping into the energy of the nation and of the globe, and, the world is healing, other parts of the country that have reached their peaks before us, they're healing. So look towards them for hope and inspiration. But right now in the United States, we're still in it. We're still in the thick of this. And if we're premature with our decisions, and if we allow fear to guide us through this, we're going to lose. We're going to see relapses in this pandemic, and all the progress we've made through 5-6 weeks of social distancing and not working is going to be all for nothing, right? So if we continue to follow the guidelines, if we continue to follow our hearts, follow our intuition, and do what's right, we're going to get through this. And we're going to get through this with faith and love and healing, and our future's going to be bright. Once the economy does restart, and once we do clear this pandemic, there's going to be so much love and light and abundance flowing through us, because everyone's going to start rehiring again. People are going to start getting paychecks, start going back to work. All that's going to start up. But we just have to have faith right now and know that now is not the time to allow fear to get the best of us. And what they showed me this morning was sort of like a division. They showed me like a group of people, in mass, and there was a large chunk that actually, like, they kind of showed it like a division, like some going up and some going down, and there was a large collective that is going slowly up, but it's going like in an arc, right? And it's people who are like sort of doubting, but they're like, okay, they understand the reason, they understand the logic behind our rules and our guidelines right now and the policies in place. But then there's another group that's like, nope, hard left, and they were showing me going like in a downward motion. And that's people who are choosing to live their lives right now through fear, and allowing fear to get the best out of them, and to defy all these health guidelines, and to speak out, and to be mouthpieces for hatred and divisiveness. Because aside from that, everything that they were protesting, from the signs, was all about comfort items, right? It wasn't about anything ideological. They talked about freedom, but it was freedom to get a massage, freedom to get a haircut, little things. And it's like, just for that small little thing, you're going to risk your health and the health of others. Well, that's very selfish of you, if you ask me. But Spirit is showing this. What's happening right now is meant to be contrast. It's meant to show us, the difference between fear and love. And it has to be in such a stark, in-your-face manner to get people to wake up and realize what the right path is. And the right path is love and light and connection and unity, and it's patience. This is a big lesson in patience. And when I'm saying that, I just saw the tarot card, the Temperance card, which is everything in moderation, patience. We have to temper our feelings right now. We have to temper our emotions and resist the urge to lash out. All right, so I'm going to set these up here where I can see them, and I'm going to start pulling some tarot real quick. I'm going to be using the good tarot to get our messages. Okay, so they gave me 3 right now. We're going to take a quick look at past energy, present, and future energy. And let's go with bottom of the deck, Queen of Air. I'm hearing this is time to use our heads. This is time to use our brains. This is time to apply logic, sense, reason, and sound, to our decision making. This is a time for us to be clear-headed, time to demonstrate compassion, and it's time to be smart with the decisions that we're making and with the information we're choosing to consume and how we're choosing to live our lives and get through this right now. It's time to be smart and to apply wisdom. And this is higher wisdom being represented by the white owl. This is spiritual wisdom. So it's a balance between intuition and logic. We have to find a blend that's going to allow us to improve our decision makings and make smart decisions from here on out, and to resist the urge to go low, right? We don't want to go low because that's where we make mistakes, and that's where people unfortunately get hurt and may lose their lives through the illness. In the past energy, and this could be past few days, past few weeks, past few months, just take it how it resonates. This is the 8 of Water reversed. So yeah, this is us choosing to walk away from things that no longer serve us, things that no longer serve our highest good, have the highest interest at hand. Those of us who are awakening, and if you're watching this video, you're on that journey. You are awakening, to love and light and, the higher calling of yourselves. You're choosing to walk the path of the healer. You're choosing to walk the path of the enlightened ones, and you're making decisions based on spiritual intuition, your alignment with your goals and values and with what it is that you want in this lifetime. And you are seeing the contrast between the fear and love, and you're walking away from things that are going to cause harm to yourself, harm to your loved ones, and harm to your community. But this is you going in search of higher power, higher awareness, higher love, increased quality of relationships, increased quality of life, right? And your present, we have the World card. Yeah, this is a time for us to not only think of ourselves, but we have to look at the collective, locally, globally, nationally, and universally. Because, here we are on Earth, right? And there's so much more going on beyond Earth. There's the cosmos, there's the heavens, there's all that. There's different, galaxies. There's all that. We're not alone in this. And this is a time to think about that, time to increase our vibrational energy. But how we do that is through understanding our placement, not only here in your local community, not only just globally, but where are you in the universe? Where are you in your connection with spirit, with your spirit guides? This is about thinking expansively. This is expanding your mind, expanding your heart, and working to become a better person, to increase love and unity, and to reject, the fear, lower vibrational rhetoric that's drowning us right now, deafening us really to the song of the universe. It's very easy for us to get sucked into the headlines, to the noise, to what's going on social media. There's a lot of low vibrational hate speech, divisive speech that's asking you to think of yourself as an individual, put yourself first. It's very selfish. And we're being asked to think universally, globally, expansively, And when we do that, we become selfless. We take ourselves as individuals out of the equation, and we see ourselves as a connected network with our community and with the collective. And not only here in the 3D, but 4D and 5D, and how we are all connected with those higher beings. So it's about really understanding your place in the universe, right? And if you're able to do that, you're able to release the pain and the hatred, you know, and the lower vibrational energy, because this is 3 of air. And 3 of air in the regular Rider-Waite tarot deck is represented by the heart with the 3 swords piercing it. So this is heartbreak. This is, you know, painful situations, painful words, hurtful energy. And this is what we're asking to move away from, right? And I feel like in the future, you know, there is a potential for things to get worse before it gets better, but this is a test. This is a test of your faith. This is a test of your intuition. This is a test of your resolve to get past this, to get past the 3 of air. And it's easy when we're hurting, because many of us are hurting right now. It's easy just to fall into the depths of the pain and to wallow in it, because human beings are programmed to suffer. We live to suffer. We love to wallow in our sufferings. You know, for example, if we break up with someone, we love to just stay there and talk about it and ruminate and just go round and round and round about the pain, the suffering, and we stay there and we get stuck there, and we don't know how to evolve and to grow and to transmute that pain into healing, loving energy and wisdom. And this is the test. Can you pull yourself from out of the depths of the pain and suffering? Because that pain and suffering is remnants of old storylines, old karma that used to keep you stuck, that used to keep you boxed in. And it's time to move past all of that. It's time to heal old wounds and to recognize that this is a massive opportunity in waking ourselves up globally, you know, to move towards fruition, to move towards the things that we want out of life. And it's not just what we used to think about, you know, it's not like, oh, well, I just want to do that job and live in this one little town and buy that one house and I'll be good. No. You know that you're destined for bigger and better. What is that? Now you're being gifted with nothing but time to realize there's more out there. There is more out there, and it's time to answer that call, because many of us are looking for ways to keep ourselves busy, and now is a perfect time to get involved with causes, with issues, you know, to do fundraising for causes of importance. You know, maybe you want to help out with research, you know, with a specific disease or a specific ailment, or maybe you like a certain animal, or there's an animal rights group, or maybe you're an environmentalist. There's things to do, higher calling to move you out of just being an individual. That's going to help you increase yourself globally and universally. It's going to expand your energy. And not only are you going to do something good for yourself, but you're going to be doing something good for others and for the collective. This is time for us to really think expansively and to, you know, move towards the energy of fruition. But you can't do that from a place of fear, from a place of lack, from a place of just keeping yourself stuck and viewing yourself as an individual. We can't do that. All right. So up next is I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Let's see what we get from here. These are beautiful cards. Pull one from there. I'm going to pull a Shaman's card. Oh. Okay. Yep, that's it. I just had to check in to make sure. And then a Sacred Earth Oracle. Okay, these are popping. Yeah, All right, so from the Work Your Light Oracle card, the message is get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Yes, this is a time for us to really get centered with what's important for us. And, it is chaotic times that we're living in. There's a lot of fear, there's a lot of noise, it's very loud, it's very uncertain, it's very painful. But amidst all that chaos, we need to find stillness within ourselves, right? We have to turn within in order to tune out all that noise. So this is a time for us to get grounded. Start meditating. Maybe start with 5 minutes in the morning, increase it to 10, 15, 20. Go slow, do some yoga, do some breathing, some yoga nidra breathing. The box breathing is fantastic if you're feeling anxious. And box breathing, if you're unfamiliar with it, is, taking a deep breath in for 4 seconds, hold at the top for 4 seconds, release for 4 seconds, hold at the bottom for 4 seconds. So you're kind of breathing in a circle, right? So just follow that and just know that you're calming yourself, and it has a really therapeutic effect on your nervous system, because many of us, our nerves are frazzled. I mean, mine are, I'm actually doing all the things that I'm preaching right now, but it happens. We're human beings, and this is a time for us to be gentle with ourselves, but get grounded, listen to your inner truth, not what's going on externally, but your inner wisdom. And that's the voice that will lead you through this chaotic time period. That's the voice that will help you increase your vibrational energy. That's the voice that's going to help you connect with the collective and be a worker of light and be an energy of love and compassion and unity. And that's how you're going to transmute all that fear and anxiety, is through going within, centering yourself, getting grounded. You're going to take all that and you're going to see the truth in that. You're going to see where it's just, I want to say fake news, but it is. It's fake stories that you used to tell yourself, that you used to believe. You used to buy into that logic. You used to buy into that lower vibrational story about you. But when you go within, you're going to see that was all lies. That was all fabrications. That was smoke and mirrors. That was an illusion masking who you really are at your core level. A beautiful being of love and light and spirituality. And now it's time for you to let your light shine. But you have to get grounded first in order for that to happen. So up next is Thunder from the Shamanic Oracle card. It's coming in reverse, and I'm going to go ahead and read the medicine message of it, because it's actually really good. So this is the Thunder card from the Shamanic Oracle, all right? Do you feel like unnecessary drama is waylaying your life? Could you be exhausted from listening to others tell you their never-ending victim story, or could you be telling yourself a version of the same? It's time for an about-face. You're being warned that to continue on this path will cause you to regret your choices, even if they appear benign or familiar. It's time to say no to drama, both yours and others. Focus on solutions rather than problems. You are worthy of a drama-free life. Absolutely. I feel like that's going right in line with the drama that we're seeing on TV. And I feel like what we're seeing in the news, what we're seeing in our society is having a negative impact on you. And you're being sucked in, needlessly into something that's not serving your highest good, that's not serving the highest good of others or the collective. And it's now time for you to detach from that drama, to detach from that old story. And that's exactly what we were talking about with the Get Grounded card. All right. And lastly, from the Sacred Earth is Ready but Waiting, coming in reversed. So what I'm seeing here and what I'm feeling is that you're getting into alignment. I feel like there's a lot of murky energy, a lot of stuff that's sort of clouding your judgment. And it's time for you to apply clear logic, tap into the energy of the Queen of Air, to allow yourself to get into alignment. And I feel like, with this waiting period, all you're doing is waiting in an energy of like yuck and muck, of just confusion, of anxiety, of stress, of fear, and it's really clouding your judgment. But there's a reason why this Queen of Air came in. She's the Queen of Swords. She's here to bring you the mental clarity that you need to move past all that. So that way this energy of waiting turns into an energy of ready, being ready to serve, being ready to answer the call of your higher purpose. Right? I mean, look at that. It's a beautiful card. You know, I'm really drawn into the colors of purple, which is the color of the third eye and the crown chakra. And it's a woman holding a dove, the peace bird. This is about you being ready to speak about peace and harmony and balance, and to sort of be that harmonious, peaceful center for your family. Because if you're in chaos, and if for those of you who are living with spouses and children, you know, I'm sure the energy in your house is a bit chaotic and a bit, what do I want to say? It's like rumbling, you know, it's stirring, and all that's impacting you. But now you're being called to be that voice of reason, that pillar of light, that pillar of stability to bring peace. I mean, I'm going to pull this closer so that way you can see the dove that she's holding. I'm hoping this kind of focuses. But yeah, this is a call to peace, a call to stillness amidst the chaos, being that center, that calm within the chaos. All right. Wow. Sorry for the interruption. The app suddenly shut down just as I was going to transition to the Nature's Whispers and the Angel Message cards as a wrap up. So that's been happening. I'm not sure why it's happening. I don't know if that's negative energy trying to block my voice or block the, you know, these higher level messages from coming through. But we are dealing with an energy of good and evil, of right and wrong, you know, on a global level. So, you know, just something to keep in mind. But anyway, let's press on. So from Nature's Whispers, illumination. This is a time to illuminate your imagination, to open your hearts and minds to expand. And I feel like this is going right in line with the World card that we talked about, universal expansion, not only on a personal level, not only on a national level or a global level, but universally with spirit, you know, with all the celestial bodies in the other galaxies and so forth. Right? This is thinking big. This is tapping into your intuition and really connecting with spirit and the divine and opening up your hearts to love and light and peace and harmony. Yeah, this is about allowing the illumination of spirit to wash over you. And I love what I'm picking up on is that her dress is butterfly markings. And this is all about transformation, spiritual transformation and growth. So yeah, these are big messages that are coming through. This is an important time in our lives and in our history that's unprecedented. And yeah, it's incredible. So your last message is coming in from the angel messages from Bethany. Her message is, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat day such as a massage, sea salt bath, or pedicure. Yeah, so what I like about this message is it is time for us to rest. And it is time, those are great ideas to get yourself grounded, right? Before you can help yourself, before you can help others, you have to help yourself. You have to go within. You have to slow the noise, slow the energy, get silent, get still. And one of my favorite things to do is salt baths. This helps clear the auric field around me. You know, it helps detox the impurities that get stuck to our auric energy field. The salts act as a neutralizer to neutralize anything that's negative and restore peace and harmony and cleanse our auric fields to allow us to increase our vibrational energy and increase our sensitivity to psychic downloads, to spiritual interaction, to cleansing our hearts and minds. So yeah, salt baths are a great therapy tool to use right now. And you can pick up, you can go to any drugstore or grocery store like in the bath aisle, they'll have, you know, bags of Epsom salt. And I love to get the ones that are infused with lavender because that just has a very calming, nurturing feel, energy towards it. And you can, you know, you can get the store brand. I mean, it's all good. But Himalayan sea salt is also a great source of salt to sort of bathe in. It's high quality salt. So you can get Himalayan sea salt infused with lavender, or you can just get like the plain salt. Either one works. It's just sort of your own preference. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up there. Check out my website, awakenhealings.org, if you'd like to work with me further or if you want to continue this discussion. Also, awakenhealings.org will show you a listing of all of the services that I'm currently offering as well. But stay safe, stay healthy, give this video a thumbs up, comment below, let me know how everything is working for you, and yeah, reach out if you need to talk. It's a very anxious filled time right now. You're not in this alone. We're in this together. So stay safe, stay healthy, be responsible with your health, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.